Page 48, question 67. Mean speed of a class of word processing students is 32. So we'll put the mean of 32 there. Normally distributed, probability of a student selected at random being capable of a speed greater than 38 is 0.27, so 38 must be down here. And the probability of someone having a speed greater than that is the same as the area under the curve above that mark, and that area we're told is 0.27. So we've been given the area this time, the probability, we don't have to find it out. Part A says to find the standard deviation, and that's right, we haven't been given a standard deviation for this question. So this sounds like an inverse problem. We're going to have to work backwards again. We've been given the probability, we have to go backwards to find an unknown, and in this case we're finding the standard deviation. So we come over to the graphics calculator, distribution normal, inverse, and start entering. This is a right tail one. The area is 0.27. Standard deviation, now here's our first problem because we don't actually have a standard deviation for this curve. So we're going to have to resort to a curve where we do know the standard deviation, and that would be the standard normal curve, the Z curve, that has a mean of 0 and a standard deviation of 1. And we'll just copy down the information we've got here. We know that that area is 0.27, and we want to find what value on the standard normal curve has a probability or an area of 0.27. So if we go back to our calculator, this time we can put in the standard deviation of 0, the mean of 1, and it comes up with a value of 0.6128. So that's that number there. Now let's remind ourselves what the calculator's done, what the calculator does to solve these problems. It moves from the curve here with speeds in it, we could call it S for speeds, down to the Z curve, and it uses the formula Z equals X minus the mean divided by the standard deviation, and that formula is on our formula sheet. So if we substitute what we know, the value on the Z curve is 0.6128, 0.6128, and it equals an X value of 38 minus a mean of 32 divided by the standard deviation. Now that's what we don't know. So what we're going to have to do is use solver. In this course it's okay, you don't have to do it by hand, you can just use solver. We'll need brackets around that when we enter it. So we'll go back into menu, equation, we're going to use solver, and we'll put in the equation. Doesn't matter which way you put it in. 38 minus 32 is 6, divided by, we'll use X, equals 0.6128. Execute. And remember to push solve. Always need to push solve. So we get a standard deviation of 9.79 to 2 decimal places.